那我也介绍一下 Hyejin 吧 ，so people know who you are 对 ，Hyejin lee 李何谨是同济大学设计创意学院的副教授也是同济大学创新创业项目的副主任。所以接下来的一个话题会有 Hyejin Lee 跟赵华森导师一起跟大家带来文化价值的分享。好，欢迎。
大家好，我叫李何谨。4年以前我来到上海。虽然我现在学习汉语，我的口语不太好，所以今天我讲的英文，下次我讲的汉语，不好意思。So I will explain a little bit, and then Zhao Laoshi will explain the rest. Our topic is about the culture and the value. So previously we have sustainability, AI, 15 minutes of a city. There are a little bit of specific targets and specific goal, but ours are very, very different. It's back to the future. So the big question would be, how can we explore the new mobility culture from the traditional from our culture? So we prepare some of the slides. The first one is about probably you will be very familiar with these pictures, and the very first one on the left, that is the agricultural society. We were settled down on the land, and then if you look at the rest two is yurt, and that's how we move the house on the horse and the carriage, and then when we close up, it become only for that much of the house. And the second one is about the life cycle of the yak, which is the main mean of the transportation long time ago. So the animal yak is carrying, when it's born, it's very little, it's very cute, and then when it gets a little bit grow, and it works. Sometimes the transportation, sometimes the land for the agriculture, sometimes they use it for the hunting, and of course we could have a nunai or swanai. I don't know, yakaswana, is it yakaswana? Yeah. And then when it's, a cheese as well. Yeah, but when the animal is dead, we use the leather for the boat. And we eat them, and we use a part of the fabric for the cultural representation. So it's like the first cycle of sustainability, right? So maybe we gave an answer for the first team. And then we were also to take a look at how did we use the nature before. So this is Jijincheng, the Forbidden City. So when you look at the Forbidden City, it has a really, really beautiful the column. They use it really, really high quality of the wood. So we were researching on it. Where did we get it? And apparently it was from the Yunnan area. So a long time ago, somebody has to carry the Yunnan tree to Beijing. So the distance was over 2,000 kilometers. How did we do that? How did they do that? So apparently they use a river, and then they use a canal from the near Shanghai to up. And apparently this is the kind of images. So apparently, while the trees are under the river, the resin, the gums from the wood is going away. So the tree become very dense, and the quality is going up. So we use one bullet to kill two animals, which means that we can carry without spending any oils or any animals or peoples, and we don't even need to make the road to carry the trees to from one spot to the other. So we use all this nature and to build a really beautiful 织锦城. Okay, and then the next one is so the left hand side is the village on the boat. So we see many villages like that. So the river or the water is the resource of the life of their area. So they could eat, they could wash, and they could plant, and they use many of them. At the same time, they use the water as a transportation infrastructure instead of as a Chris presentation. We saw from the Chris presentation, instead of removing all the trees to make the street for the car. So 我听说中国人告诉美国 the nation of the wheels, which is very different from the left side. So the next one is the infrastructure sharing. So we're also sharing economy. And then this is the statue of the horse, and somebody is carrying. It looks like a very important stuff, and probably that is the letter from the king. He has to carry that to the different place. So we found it called the Hyejin. That is what is called the station. So apparently we found this map from the Beijing to Nanjing. Not only Beijing to Nanjing, but apparently in Tang Dynasty it has over 1,600 stations, and 20 E1 over E1 staffs were working on that system of delivery. So they deliver the messages, and also they deliver the stuff, the product. So this is kind of images of the region. So that is also that place is for the resting area for the person, and the resting area for the horse. But at the same time, the people can change. I stop there, and somebody else can go. Also, the horse can change. It is also the full cycle of the sustainability and shareable economy. And the Zhao Lao Shi will talk about the mobility platform.